Greetings from the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States of Amateur Radio. Stan Gibelisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV. Whiskey 1 Good Vibrations. I'd like to talk about my ham radio computer, which serves as a peripherable to my amateur radio station, the main radio of which is an IC7, is it 56 Pro? Every time I do a video I forget, but it's the ICOM radio, venerable radio that I run 10 watts CW and 7 watts PSK, and I use the computer strictly for the ham radio. It can work the internet, and in fact until just today it would always turn the internet connection on automatically every time I turn the computer on. And I have a big screen 48-inch diagonal measure Sony TV on the wall there that I use to display some of the cooler stuff in that station, and it was fun to watch my YouTube videos with the big surround sound and other videos and do all these other non-ham radio type things on that computer. But when I learned about the Windows 10 upgrade potential debacle and worrying about whether the system would run my essential ham radio programs, Digipan and Hamscope and MMTTY for teletype and PSK, I decided it was more important to have that computer serve the sole purpose of acting as a peripherable device to the ham radio station. So I not only discombobulated the wireless internet connection in two ways. Number one, I made sure that it was always off, that it was always disconnected. And number two, I actually physically disabled the internet connection so that there's no way that computer is any longer connected to the internet. If it continues to try to connect, I can put a false password in there so it will never reach the wireless modem, or even remove the little antenna that serves as a connection to the wireless modem, if it gets that bad, but I don't think it will. Now that I can no longer display radar and weather satellite imagery on that big screen, but I can still use the peripherable with the radio. And that's what it was really meant to do. It can display my log. It can display multiple modes of communication in graphical form and other cool things that still look pretty cool on that big screen. And there's also a small, quote-unquote, 22-inch monitor there for general viewing and activities. So it's an impressive computer, but it's intended as an amateur radio station peripherable device, and nothing more nor less. And I want it to keep working, and I don't really care what operating system the computer has, as long as it does what I want it to do for the ham radio station, and it does now. Why mess with something that's not broken? Why try to fix what's not broken? You're only likely to run into trouble. And I don't have to scan for viruses anymore. I don't have to worry about updates anymore. I don't have to do all of these other maintenance issues that go along with an internet-related computer. That thing is severed from the internet once and forevermore. Amen. And I feel a little bit technologically shortchanged, but security-wise, I feel a heck of a lot better and a lot more functional ham radio station. I got other computers for the internet. Stangibelisco W1GV saying 73, which means best regards in ham radio jargon. And so long, which translates in my favorite language to da-da-da-da-da-da.